If you're an adventurer, you know the anxiety that comes with running out of water in the middle of a tour. The last thing you want is dehydration when you're miles away from home. Fontus is a self-filling water bottle that allows you to plan your adventures without having to worry about heavy water loads or where to find the next river or the next gas station. Hi, I'm Christoph and I'm the inventor of Fontus. I wanted to create a bottle that would never run dry. For me, it's like magic because out of thin air and sun, we are bringing this bottle to fill itself with drinkable water. We created a compact, small and efficient technology, completely independent and easy to use.
Hi, I'm Bojan, I'm an electrical engineer. We developed a self-sufficient system that uses a cooler to condense the moisture from the air.
Hi, I'm Brian, in charge of engineering and development. Fontus comes in two variations. The Fontus Ride is designed for bikers and uses the airstream to press air into the bottle. The Fontus Aero is the second version and is a standalone unit that does not need to be in motion to function.
We've been working on Fontus for a couple of years now here at the University of Applied Arts in Vienna. And our efforts have been rewarded already with several design awards. We would like you to become a part of this adventure and support us so that we can continue with the development of Fontus and be able to prepare it for production.
Join us in making this vision come to life.
Thanks for believing in Fontus.
Electricity generated by hydropower, hydroelectricity. The conversion of sunlight into electricity, solar power. The extraction of electrical power from airflow, wind power. All these methods are eco-friendly. Now meet Jiffy, a small, stylish wearable device that fits in your pocket. This is the device that will save all your other devices when they run out of juice, and there's no power outlets in sight. It's very easy to use Jiffy. All you have to do is rotate, and through a USB cable, let it charge your other devices. With Jiffy, you're completely independent of any power supply, electric network, or wall socket. Jiffy is an eco-friendly charger that has a priceless advantage, which is the fact it doesn't need any special conditions to work. It is perfect when traveling absolutely anywhere. From the woods, to the desert, and to the jungle. It's the perfect solution in emergencies, like unexpected blackouts. Your batteries will be assured by Jiffy. Thank you for supporting us and believing in our project. Jiffy, the charger that keeps on giving.
Virtual reality is transporting you into a digital environment where you can look all around and interact with things as if you were there. Whether it's a game, a movie, or a 360-degree photo, it's a fully immersive experience and a very different feeling than simply viewing digital content on a screen. Opto is a new kind of virtual reality headset that uses your smartphone. It was born after months of user research, when we realized that most VR devices aren't made for everyday use. Opto is the first portable headset with integrated audio. Sound is not just an afterthought, but an integral part of the design. We have designed Opto as a wearable. It is lightweight, sits perfectly balanced on your head, and is made of closed-cell foam, a material comfortable to wear and easy to clean. You will no longer feel like you're just strapping a piece of hardware to your face. The process of inserting and removing your phone is quick and easy. You simply connect the audio, place the phone inside, and then pop the front cover back on. You can jump in and out of VR whenever you want. Binge watch your favorite TV series on your couch or on the train. Opto is your portable entertainment headset.
Tom and I have been working together for over 3 years. We are based in Somerset House in London and are part of Makerversity. It's a community of creatives, designers, engineers and software developers. Opto's body is made almost entirely of a patented closed-cell foam and is made in the same factory that produces the famous Croc shoes. This material is not only tough, but it's very light and comfortable to wear. We've built Opto with large optics that give you an excellent field of view. After many months of development and testing, we now have a working prototype and we're ready to start moving into production.
We really think that this thing's going to change virtual reality.
Yeah, and by supporting our campaign, you'll help us produce the first 1,000 units and we can make Opto a reality.
We've always felt that there just needs to be a fashionable alternative for our climbing community. Our obsession helped us continually stay the course through this long process. We pulled inspiration from a variety of vintage shoes and just classic footwear that stands the test of time. The biggest thing for us was marrying fashion and function. Through a series of introductions, we finally landed on a designer from France that we fell in love with his work. Together we spent about 1.5 years perfecting our concepts. It was really important to take a lot of different foot types and foot sizes and learn the needs of climbers at different ability levels and really incorporate them into the functionality of the shoes. And then mixing that functionality with our design ideas was probably the most difficult thing to do for these final rounds of samples. The rubber we found is a new rubber. It was originally designed for sticky outsoles for shoes for the military. A lot of the samples we saw and looked at were actually rubber samples that were applied to shoes for the Navy SEALs for different approaches and the different outdoor activities that they do. Changing the color of the outsole rubber while remaining sticky has never been done before. It's really become the signature of our collection. After we went through enough samples, I felt like the shoes were finally at the point where we could test them. There have been a lot of people that really supported us. There's also been a lot of people who just didn't get it at all. Some designers looked at me like I was crazy. There's reps who told me to give up. And others told me like they're just industry giants that you're gonna be up against, and occasionally we feel like we're just, maybe we are too small to attempt this. These types of things just fuel us for the long road. I guess overall we just refused to take the easy way out. I just really want to create and make something different and interesting for people.
Throughout history, people have been pretty good at solving problems. We fix things, change things, and if we can't, we invent something. But there are some problems that we've all faced for so long that we've forgotten that they're even problems. We've given up on finding a solution and accept them as normal. My name is Dr. Michael Larson, and these are the kinds of problems I solve. Sleep is and has been a huge problem for a lot of people. Why is it, in an age when we can send a picture instantly to anyone in the world, we can't come up with a solution to help people who are not getting a good enough night's sleep? That question hit home for me in 2012, when my own daughter was diagnosed with a sleep disorder. To call the drug that was prescribed to her harsh would be a gross understatement. It was GHB, and that name might not mean much to you, but it's the date rape drug. And I remember thinking to myself, is this the best we can do? Give a 17-year-old girl the date rape drug in order to sleep better? Why don't any sleeping solutions work? Why do we accept harsh drugs as a solution? Why is it that gimmicky products that claim to track our motion when we sleep get bought by the millions? I think people started accepting these solutions because they gave up on finding a real solution. My job is to invent things that solve problems. A lot of times, instead of specific things, inventions address broad issues. I knew if this problem was going to be solved, I couldn't just solve her problem. I couldn't just solve sleep disorders. I had to solve sleep. And that's what I did. I had to start by defining sleep. Sleep is a mystery, but one thing we do know is that our brain activity rate has to be really slow for our bodies to be asleep. The challenge then was to find a way to intentionally slow your brain rate. And what I found were binaural beats. And frankly, they're amazing. On the surface, binaural beats seem to just be two tones, one played into each ear, but they're actually so much more. Each tone is set to a very specific but different frequency. When these signals cross in your brain adapts to them. So depending on how you set these frequencies, you can raise or lower your brain rate. The studies behind binaural beats speak for themselves. However, binaural beats, although effective, can only slightly change your brain rate. When you first go to bed, your brain rate is about 50 hertz. To fall asleep, it's got to get all the way down to 10 hertz. We discovered that your brain won't adapt if the beats try to get your rate from 50 all the way down to 10 in one shot. It's just too big a leap. But what they can do is take you to 45, and then to 40, and then to 35, and so on. So the question became, how do we know when to change the beats at the right time? The answer is, with this. With just this little guy, we can monitor your brain rate. When we put this in charge of the binaural beats, it knows exactly what tone to play. When your brain rate lowers, the chip records that and lowers the tones accordingly. And when we combine all these elements, we came up with this. We call it the Sleep Shepherd. At night, when you're getting ready for bed, all you do is put it on and hit Start Sleep on the app. It instantly begins monitoring your brain rate and begins to play the right binaural beats. As the Sleep Shepherd senses your brain rate lowering, it changes the tones. It's smart too, because it knows when you fall asleep. And when you do, it turns off the tones, but it continues to monitor your brain. If the Sleep Shepherd senses your brain is waking up, the tones will turn back on and guide you back to a deeper sleep. Because a Sleep Shepherd keeps you in deeper sleep for longer, you can get the same amount of sleep you usually do, but now those hours are going to count more. Because of its organic shape, because it's lightweight, because the fabric breathes so well, the Sleep Shepherd is incredibly easy to sleep in. On your back, on your side, it doesn't matter. You're going to forget you have it on. The Sleep Shepherd is not some 3D render that might get made once we get funded. Both the fully functioning Sleep Shepherd and app for iPhone and Android are ready right now. There are a lot of features with the Sleep Shepherd we're really excited about. It tracks every aspect of your sleep, how long you're asleep, what kind of sleep you're in, even your head orientation during the night. And it holds on to this data so you can see how it improves your sleep over time. In the morning, the Sleep Shepherd uses the same concept it used to put you to sleep, but in reverse to wake you up. Over time, it gently wakes your brain up. Everyone's had that morning where you wake up and feel refreshed. But it's more than that. You wake up, you're ready. You're alert, you're excited. You wake up and you feel incredible. That's what it's like when you wake up with the Sleep Shepherd. My daughter's been using the Sleep Shepherd every night, and as of December 2013, she's off the GHB completely. She's sleeping better, and her life has changed for the better. For the first time, we have a real solution for sleep, and we think that's something to get excited about.